Nations to us is the world's first true world-class MMO real-time strategy game. And so what we do is we take what we love about traditional RTS gameplay, and then we layer in the best of what we love about MMO experiences. And that includes, a massive world, massive scale, a persistent world, and all the great social elements and social networking elements that kind of the glue that glue those games together. It's going to let the players just have a whole new experience where they can see thousands and thousands of players playing simultaneously across the world, and they can go drop in live to a game. They can take their army, pack it up, airlift it in, and drop it live into a game, and just play at their convenience, have fun with their friends, and they can come and go, whenever they want. First of all, you have a commander class. You choose a strike commander, a tank commander, or a artillery commander. And your commander is fully persistent. You start at level 1, and through your battles, you earn experience points, and your commander levels up. And what this does is this lets you have more access to new abilities in your skill tree. It also gives you new access to new army units to build your army. So when you start off with just a small handful of units. But then as the game progresses, you collect more and more units, just building up into this big epic army while your commander is leveling up. Now you have a permanent headquarters where you have a war room, you can go look at the state of the world. You have an armory, where all of your army is stored. You can also build super weapons, so you can build factories, so you have crafting and all that good stuff. And so with all that combined, you now get this big gameplay experience where you can play PvP if you want. You guys can all go and do PvP and have these massive scale PvP games. You can also go and do solo play. If you're not a person that's super social, or it's 3 in the morning and none of your buddies are online, you can play the whole game from level 1 all the way to max, just doing a solo experience by going out and battling and accomplishing missions like you would in a traditional MMO. But then we've also got this really great cooperative PvE dynamic where we can just have tons and tons of players drop into a live game and work together, against, common foes, and to take down big bosses and work their way through big enemy bases and, take all that kind of stuff on. So all this stuff combined is what gives us that whole MMO experience. You're going to collect units through you're going to get them through mission rewards. You're going to get them as epic drops. You're going to be able to get blueprints and be able to craft units, so you can trade them with your friends. You can go in the broker house and buy them. So you're going to be able to build this big army. So yeah, you take the selection of units. You have kind of a point loadout scheme for the location that you're going to. And so each unit has a point value. And so you can take a whole bunch of small point value units, or you can take less and bigger, more powerful units. And that's kind of cool because it lets you play. If you're high level and your buddy's low level, you can still play together. So you take these units, you take them out in the battle, and you engage in the battle. And obviously they're going to take damage and they're going to get hit and things are going to blow up. And so if you bring the right units with you, or you have the right skills, you can actually repair the units on the battlefield. If you don't have those skills, hopefully one of your friends does. And even if your friend doesn't, that's okay, because at the very end of the battle, you pack all your stuff up, including your smoldering, destroyed units, take them back to the base, and then they all get fully repaired. So there's never, ever any permanent loss of units. There really is not an avatar per se. You have your commander and that's you. And you have your look, you have your icon of what your commander looks like. And it's kind of a weird thing to get your head around, because when people think of MMO, they think of MMORPG and they think of an avatar. And then they think of dressing them up and putting cool armor on them and all that kind of stuff. Where for us, it's all about the army. You know what I mean? So it's about building up that army, but then, you still, like I said, you have leveling and you have your experience, you have achievements. And then you can customize the look of your army. You can actually customize your base. You can expand it and put in super weapons and make it look bigger and cooler. And then you can paint your units and put logos on them and stuff like that. So that's where all the kind of the customization comes into play. Obviously, you want to have your friends list, you want to have your buddies list, and so we want to indicate to you when a friend comes online or when a friend goes offline. Now, you can see across the map, and there's going to be filters. When you're looking at the state of the world and looking at the world map, you'll be able to turn visual filters on where you can see, okay, where's everybody? Where's everybody? What are they doing? So that lets you kind of see hot zones of where all the players are playing. So if we release a new zone and a bunch of new missions, everybody's probably going to go jump in there. So you're going to go, whoa, everybody's over in South Africa doing something. I got to go over there and check that out. But then you can also look across the map and see little pings of where all your friends currently are located. So they might be parked at their base, kind of, hanging out in their headquarters, doing their thing, or they might be out in battle. And so we just feel that, with your friends list and finding your friends and having these kind of Facebook-like features, and people can do status updates, and people can post their replays. We keep track of all the replays of the games and stuff like that, so people can go and see that. It's going to be really compelling. Plus, you'll have guilds. I think we're currently calling them coalitions. So you'll also have guild mates, that you can play with and work together for guild versus guild events and things like that. There's definitely going to be social zones that are going to be very, very big. We're going to have big, PvP kind of, free-form zones that people can go drop into. We're going to have social zones that people can drop in more for, working together in PvE. And then people are also going to be able to run, private instances with their friends. So, if if we want to get like 10 of us together and all go like do some big, cool instance objective, kind of like doing like a WoW run, if we want to run an instance and go kill some big boss. Well, we're going to be able to do that too. So we could privately start our own instance where we're all working together, playing different roles, and kind of play through that whole thing and try and get up to the big boss and, take everything out. So we've kind of got an array of everything on demand, for players and, what they want to do. End of Nations is going to be available sometime in 2011, and it's going to be available for PC.